Good morning, fifth grade. Yesterday we did a lot of work with multiplying fractions. We looked at cross-canceling or simplifying before we multiplied. Today we're adding in one other piece to multiplication of fractions, and that's what happens if we have a mixed number. So when we have a mixed number, we need to convert it into an improper fraction, or a fraction greater than 1, in order to be able to multiply. So if I take this mixed number, 8 1/3, and if that's in my problem, I need to turn this into an improper fraction, fraction greater than 1, before I can multiply. We did this back in quarter 1. This is just kind of a refresher. So in order to turn this into an improper fraction, I'm thinking about, I have 8 whole. Each of those wholes has 3 pieces, and then I have 1 extra piece. So the easiest, quickest way to do this is we're going to multiply 8 times 3, and then we're going to add the 1. So we kind of work from this number over to this one. So we're going to work in this like clockwise direction. So what we're going to do is 8 times 3, and then we're going to take that and add the numerator, which is 1, and then we're going to leave the denominator the same. So this is the steps that we're doing right up here. 8 times 3 plus 1 becomes our new numerator. The denominator stays the same. So 8 times 3 is 24, plus 1 is 25. So this becomes 25 thirds. Okay. Another way that we did this in class in quarter 1 was we separated this out. So we did like 3/3 8 times. So you can see the language is a little bit the same, right? 8 thirds 3 times. 8 times 3. We're doing that same thing here. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 thirds plus the 1 extra. And if we added that all up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 threes is 24, plus 1 is 25. So this is why we're able to multiply the 8 times 3, because we're saying there's 3 pieces in each of these 8 wholes plus 1. So that's one example of how to do that. I'm going to go ahead and give you another example of how to do this same type of problem. Let's do 1 2/5. We'll do a whole multiplication problem just so you can see the whole thing. 1 2/5 times 1 1/2. So again, we cannot multiply these as mixed numbers. We need to turn them into improper fractions, or fractions greater than 1. So we're going to do 1 times 5 and then add the 2. This is something you can do in your head. 5 times 1 is 5. 6, 7. Add the 2, so that becomes 7/5 times 2 times 1 plus 1. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So 3, and the denominator stays the same as a 2. So now we can go ahead and multiply. It's always good that if we make sure there's anything we can cross cancel, which it doesn't look like there is. So I'm going to go ahead and then multiply across. So numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. 7 times 3 is 21. 5 times 2 is 10. We don't want to leave it as an improper fraction, so now we're going to kind of go backwards and turn this into a mixed number. So I'm going to do 10 into 21. I divide the denominator into the numerator. 10 goes into 21 2 times. 21 minus 20 is 1, and that leaves me with 1/10. So the answer to this is 2 1/10.